Hello, welcome back to the Chatterbox. Today we're going to tackle the ch sound, that ch, 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 choo-choo sound that children learn when they're really little. Ch, ch, choo-choo. Okay? But kids that have trouble with this sound usually have a lateral lisp, so it would affect other sounds too, like S. They're doing the like ch, ch, instead of ch, a nice sharp ch, ch, you might hear. So they're using their tongue, just like we do, to make it correctly. But instead of the tongue being engaged and touching the roof of their mouth, the tongue tip touching the front, to make that ch sound, they're flattening their tongue so the air is coming out the sides. And that's what we're hearing when we hear. And you can try it and you'll feel it out the sides of your mouth too, versus out the front. So the air, if you put your fingers here and try it yourself, you'll actually feel the air coming out the side, and you might even spit a little. And that's what we want to correct. So what we're going to do is the ch sound is made up of two sounds. It's made up of the t, 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 that really sharp sound with the tongue tip right behind your front teeth, t, 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 and the sh sound. And that sound, the sh sound, is what's flattened usually in the lateral lisp. So instead of saying sh, the t and the sh out the front, sh, they're saying k, and it's flattening out. So to target this sound with kiddos, what I do first is get that real strong T again behind their teeth. T, 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 t. So the tongue tip goes up and right behind their teeth, t, 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 to make that sound. Once we have that, what I'm going to do is use another sound to trick them into saying ch. So instead of saying t and sh, we're going to say t and y, because it's pretty closely related by the way the tongue's moving to the sh sound, even though there's a voice in there, yeah. But the way the muscle is engaged, it's similar to the sh, except we turn our voice off. E, the voice is on. Yeah, yeah. It's a diphthong. The Y sound makes E-a, E-a. And that motion, the E-a, is similar to the sh. Watch. Try it in a word. So what I said was we're going to not say t and sh. We're not going to say this sh sound. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to say t and y, 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 the sound. T, y, t, y. And then we're going to put it in a word. At you. Now notice how I'm really saying at with a strong T, because that strong sharp T sound t, t, is what's going to give us the sh, lead us into the sh. We're going to say at you, at you. And once we have that at you, at you, at you, we're going to slide them together so it's one word, at you. At you. And you see what's happening? It's slowly turning into at you, at you. So I'm going to throw this at you. Watch out. I'm going to throw it at you, at you, at you, at you, at you. And it turns into at you, at you, at you, at you. If the child can't make that transition, can't change that at you into at you, try whispering it. Okay, that sounds good. Now we're going to try at you, at you, at you, at you. Now whisper. We're going to whisper it. Whisper at you, at you, at you. And there it is. Ch, ch, right in the middle there. You hear it? At you, at you, at you. And that's how you get your ch sound. So try that. And once your child feels it, the at you, we're saying at. The main thing to remember is that real sharp t, 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 T. If it slides back to at you, stop. We're not saying at you. We're saying at you, at you, at you, at you, at. Real sharp. There's no voice for at, for that T. It's sharp. And that's That's how you get that ch sound. Achoo, achoo. And then we just stretch it out a little bit. I'm throwing it at you, at you, at you. And then once we get it to at you, whispered, you can bring the voice back in. At you, 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 at you. Okay, bless you. That's it. Try it. Let me know how it goes, and I'll leave you to chat.